Alright guys, so we are here for our run, our climb up the BEERUS Extreme Z Awakening event. So far things are not really that tough. I figured, stage 50 seemed like a really good spot to jump in, for the next, extra sort of video I do here on the BEERUS EZA. Now, it hasn't started to get too difficult yet, as in, I have not yet had, like, a UI Goku transformation occur. See, it's going to be very interesting, I think, to see how far I could possibly get here, because once UI Goku transforms, that's going to be real interesting in terms of actually, like, being able to survive for, like, a long period of time. Because, like, UI Goku does have that 100% defensive buff at the start of turn, which is good. But eventually, it'll come to a point where BEERUS will start hitting so hard that he's going to do damage past that. And his super attacks are still going to do, I think minimum of like 50k plus. But, once UI Goku is transformed, you have that really good chance of him just not taking any damage at all. So, I really think that we could probably get pretty high here. Probably, I think it's pretty safe to say we could get past stage 100. Reason I'm comfortable in saying that is because I feel like we have a little bit more of a sound team than the one we were using for the Kid Buu EZA. This one, the double UI Goku is going to be very, very effective here. LR Vegito Blue is a fantastic unit for several EZAs. Seriously, LR Vegito Blue is actually good in like 4 or 5 EZAs, which is wild. So he's a really helpful unit to have. Not for doing damage in pretty much like any of these EZAs, though. As you guys can see, he can't touch BEERUS. But BEERUS can't hurt him either. Now, LR Vegito Blue does take, over 100k on super attacks, but he is able to completely neutralize normal attacks. So that honestly is good enough for me. Just as long as we don't get unlucky and BEERUS supers LR Vegito Blue. Oh! Easy money, yeah. Now, Zamasu. Zamasu is another interesting thing about going through this EZA. Here's why. Zamasu is, again, another unit who's good in several EZAs. Off the top of my head, I know he's good in this one and also the Tech Cell EZA. Zamasu is able to reduce a lot of damage, and he's also able to heal on super attack, which is going to be very, very helpful, obviously, since we can't use items in EZAs. Zamasu is also, he does hit pretty hard here in the BEERUS EZA, because BEERUS, of course, is a super type enemy. In the Cell EZA, because Zamasu is a villain and Cell is a villain, Zamasu doesn't really do that much damage, but here, Zamasu is capable of dealing a good amount of damage because BEERUS, again, is a, hero type unit or a super type unit. So we should be good to just steamroll for a long time. Now, after this video, if we come back, I got a very late start on trying to climb through this EZA than I wanted to because of the Prime Battle LR Vegeta. I had to spend a lot of time on Prime Battle LR Vegeta getting all that stuff done. So if this event happens to go away before I get really far, I think the next video I want to do is stage 100. I feel like that might be good. Maybe like stage 95 or 90-ish if it gets too tough. Somewhere around there. Now, the Cell EZA is also going on right now. I do want to try and get in, a video high up on the Cell EZA. Right now, off the top of my head, I can't remember what the last video was for the Cell EZA, like how high up we were. I think it might have been like, maybe like 45 or 50 or something like that. But, the Cell EZA, I think, is a little tougher because Future Gohan, he gets crushed a lot of times by Cell. Whereas here, UI Goku, the leader card, is doing very well. But, over there, in the other one, Future Gohan, the leader card, is not doing very well. So, we'll definitely be able to get higher in the BEERUS EZA. And I'll probably try and do, like, stage 75 or something of the Cell EZA. Now, talking, too, about what the next EZA events might be, I know a lot of people are pinning their hopes on SCR Gogeta, right? A lot of people want to see SCR Gogeta get his EZA. Judging by how good the EZA was for both Physical Kid Buu and Tech BEERUS, that's kind of the next wave, right? The first wave of EZAs to me was, you know, the 5 OG leaders, you know, the Gohan, Broly, Frieza, Cell, and Super Saiyan 3 Goku, plus the family Kamehameha, right? Now I think we've kind of moved on to a second wave. Kid Buu and Tech BEERUS have been it so far. And, like, the reason I say they're, like, Tech BEERUS and Kid Buu are part of the second wave and none of the others is because I feel like, starting with the Kid Buu one, there is a massive increase in, like, the way they're buffing these units. Like, you know, Tech Cell, you know, the SCR Broly, you know, Super Saiyan 3 Goku, they had really big buffs that, you know, turned them from, you know, fodder level units for a lot of them into, like, really top tier options. But they've made Physical Kid Buu and Tech BEERUS legitimately, like, feel like they're, you know, part of the top 20 units in the game or something like that. Like, it's insane. You know, Physical Kid Buu, it might be the best support unit in the game. Tech BEERUS is going to be one of the most consistent hard hitters. Could I make that claim? Tech BEERUS, one of the most consistent hard hitters in the game? Nah, I really don't think I should say that because, you know, Tech BEERUS only does have shocking speed. So, you know, a unit that would be very consistent with damage, right, would probably be like UI Goku. Because, well, although he hits, you know, way less harder than Tech BEERUS does. But, you know, with UI Goku's incredibly impressive link set, you know, it's very, very rare that you miss a super attack with UI Goku. So, you know, if I was going for most consistent, I would need the unit to be able to super, like, every single time with ease, always. And I certainly couldn't say that about Tech BEERUS. But, you know, as long if you've got LR BEERUS with him, it's not really too much of a struggle. What's next? God Goku, Zamasu, and UI Goku. Only problem with this team we're rocking right here is links aren't the greatest, you know, in certain places. Like, Zamasu, I don't understand why they didn't give him shocking speed. He doesn't have shocking speed, right? That would have helped out a lot. What does Zamasu have for links? Does he have Fear and Faith and Dismal Future, I think? But he doesn't really link up for Ki at all on the Realm of Gods team, which is a shame because he is a very important piece here, you know, in terms of defense and healing. And again, he can do damage as well. Yeah, this is crazy. We're not even taking damage, like, this far in. It's just the combo of, like, the UI Goku as leader. Like, you know, some of these EZAs are really easy or really hard depending on how good the leader is. And, like, UI Goku is going to be one of the best leaders for any of these EZAs. You know, you look at, like, you know, Turles for the family Kamehameha EZA was good, but, you know, he doesn't have, like, a great defensive buff. You know, when he transforms, he's able to heal and have defense and stuff like that. You know, Super Saiyan 4 Goku for a couple of the EZAs is not the greatest. Even Angel Golden, well, Angel Golden Frieza was pretty damn good as a leader card for a long time. But now, obviously, you know, once you start getting up really high, even Angel Golden Frieza has some trouble. Now, the other cool thing, too, for LR Vegito Blue, I usually want to, like, have him get his 12-key super, right? Because that will allow him to, like, stack his defense. Again, we're not really worried about the damage LR Vegito Blue can do, because he can't really hurt BEERUS much at all. So I'm always trying to go for the 12-key super, so he's going to be raising his defense every time he super attacks. But I feel as though maybe as we get further into the event, you know, stage 80, stage 90, something like that, if there's a huge string of red orbs, I will have LR Vegito Blue get that, not for extra attacking power, you know, not to get his 18-key super, but, you know, explicitly to have him recover a ridiculous amount of HP, because LR Vegito Blue just has such a ridiculous high defense total that if he gets a whole bunch of red orbs, he's going to be healing a lot. So, I mean, as you guys can see, we are just completely cruising through. BEERUS not really putting up much of a fight here. This blue Vegeta is a bit annoying too. You know, he does do good damage, but he's only got really prepared for battle in terms of major links with a lot of units. So, you know, that's what I was talking about before with the team is it's a little wonky, you know, kind of moving around, you know, God Goku, Blue Vegeta, and then, of course, the Int BEERUS, and then Zamasu. All of them have very wonky links with each other. I guess the one good thing is the BEERUS, LR Vegito Blue, and the God Goku all have Shattering the Limit, which is very good there. That Zamasu, to be honest, Zamasu, he certainly would, I think, like Shattering the Limit would probably be better for Zamasu, because he is not a damage-dealing unit, right? That's not what his job is. We can get him a super attack. If I can get Zamasu a super attack, I will always go for that. Because of the fact that Zamasu is capable of healing, right? That's always very, very important, and we'll save those Int Orbs right there for as long as we possibly can. Yeah, Zamasu, I love it. Zamasu, you know, despite the fact that he was completely overshadowed on his release, you know, SCR Rose Goku Black, you know, Tech Vegito Blue, even the SCR Future Trunks, incredibly good. And Zamasu really does have a nice role in Dokkan Battlefield, Super Battle Road, EZAs. Like, he's a good defensive unit, particularly in the newest wave of Dokkan Battlefield. If you guys are aware, there is the... yeah, we'll do this. There is that great Saiyaman boss that basically can one-shot you. He can't one-shot Zamasu. Zamasu, well, you know, as long as your Zamasu has some orb potential, you know, dupe investment in him, Zamasu will be able to tank the Great Saiyaman's attack. But, you know, one more unit that is capable of getting you through that fight. Because I know that fight is going to give people a lot of trouble. That Gohan is a tech unit, though. So, you know, either Extreme Int or Super Int, one of those two teams, with a unit that could either reduce damage, stun, or seal. Because I believe you could hit that Great Saiyaman with all of those. So, Zamasu has another good role there. But, alright guys, so we'll finish up there. I mean, we're just absolutely torching the BEERUS EZA right now. It certainly will get a little bit more difficult, and I guess I will try and get up to that point. You know, maybe stage 80, stage 90, BEERUS will actually be able to do damage to us. So maybe we can get some UI Goku's transformations. Those are going to be exciting. Like, when we get up to, like, maybe past even stage, like, 100, like, it's going to be do or die. Like, all right, UI Goku going to have to dodge these 6 attacks in a row right here, or it's GG. Like, that's going to be really fun. So I can't wait to get to that part. Thanks, guys, for watching, and I will catch y'all in the next one.